Hey y'all, welcome back to Crisis Monday. So today we're going to be doing an Army Men review video, kind of a collection. This is most of my Green Army. I'm sure there's probably some random figures lying around somewhere else, but this is the a majority of them. So I'm gonna start in like chronological order from when I got them, acquired them, and that starts off with this guy right here, this dude. He's technically my first ever Army Man figure, although I wouldn't really consider him to be that since I found him in a drawer one day. I honestly don't even know where he came from. So I guess he was my first figure. He's too big to really use. Like if you put him up against these guys, he's kind of tall and he just looks weird. So I haven't used him. Moving on, we have our knockoff Timmy figures here. These guys, well, not all of them. I've acquired some other knockoff Timmys throughout the years, but it's mostly these guys that I first started filming with. Got these at the dollar store. I think they were made by Greenbrier International. They were after I watched the General Mo Army Men versus Lego. I'm like, hey Dad, can you take me to the dollar store and get some Army Men stuff? And we went, and I got some. And yeah, I got also these where are they? These, where? Oh, here. These guys, these kind of Airfix knockoffs. I got these simultaneously. Yeah, these are also made by Greenbrier, I think. Yeah, if this thing will focus. Maybe not. No, okay. I don't know. You can. It's written on there. Trust me. Oh, guys are falling over. Oh well. I guess he fell over. Anyway. And I threw them in an old RC car box because I couldn't figure out how to add practical effects. I eventually figured out you have to get an app for that, and so I then took them out like a year later and figured it out. Next, we have here the official Green Timmy. I'm sure you've seen plenty of these guys, so I'm not gonna really waste your time on that. Then my next acquisition was kind of these lime green dudes and these dudes right here. There's I first got Billy V Toys. You can see there's like slight differences between if I got this guy and this guy next to him. You can tell they're based off the same dude, but and they're both pretty equal quality. But one of them is different. This guy's the Billy V Toys dude, and I got them first. Then I got this for most of them for Christmas in like a World War II military bucket. These are the Japanese guys. These are, of course, the Americans. And that was what I got next. After that, or maybe it was actually, hold up, I went out of order a bit. I actually got these dudes, these True Heroes dudes first. Um, in a bucket I got off of Target online or Target.com. Yeah, these are kind of like Timmy, but slightly different. They're they're standing up when usually the guy's kneeling, or he's kneeling when the guy's standing up. It's slight differences. And then I got these guys for Christmas. After that, after that I got these dudes here. These are some. Where did I get these at? Five Below, I think. They're kind of mini figures. Maybe just slightly smaller than the regular dudes, but I use them alongside because they're close enough. I don't know what the actual brand is. I think it was like Sunshine International or something like that. Who knows? Next after that, I believe that I got maybe it was I think it was these dudes. These I got off of Amazon. They were pretty piss poor figures, if I'm being honest. They're, really thin. They don't hold up so well when you look at them sideways. I mostly got them for that guy and that guy there, two like commanding poses. And then I got these guys after that. Lapse a little time. These guys are basically the same thing, but slightly more like rubbery, so they hold up more. And then last but not least, I got these guys. These are my newest acquisition. More Timmy knockoffs, but these guys are slightly different. this guy's lost a head. and and these guys are some assorted people I got in like eBay lots and stuff. Not really an exact time on when I got them. And then the crown jewel of it all, I have a green general, two of them actually, but I think I may have misplaced one of them somewhere, probably in a box I have with the rest of the stuff. And I do have plenty of vehicles. If you want to stick around for that, I will show those after this. So we've got here all the green vehicles, assorted random stuff. I'm going to start with all the aircraft. We've got this thing here, which is also pretty old. I never really knew where I got this. It's like a wind-up thingy. Oh. Well, goodbye. Anyway, we've got this thing here, which I got at the, those really crappy army men that, like, I got for the, I only got for the poses. That was, this thing I got it from. Yeah. These two, I believe I got these with, I think I got these in the same set. I'm not entirely sure where I got these. Like a light tank, small thing. And then this is a helicopter, obviously. Those aside, we've got this cannon. This came with my newest edition. It's a little wobbly, but, it's a cannon. Looks like something maybe they might have used in World War I. Moving on to the, just a regular transport vehicle, we've got a Jeep. And what I thought was interesting about this was that the steering wheel actually pops out, if you can see here. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. I don't want to break anything, but, well, just trust me, the steering wheel kind of pops out. You can move it and stuff. Same with this. I don't think, yeah, the tire does pop out, I believe, but yeah. It's pretty nice. I got this with the Billy V Toy stuff on eBay. It might still be there. It's like a bucket. I think it is still there, though. I don't know. You'll have to see. Oh yeah, this thing I also got with the Billy B Toys. It's got these wheels on here. It's not super great for filming since it tends to kind of slide. Yeah, and of course this rotates 360 degrees. It's got this thing here. Just to copy the Patton tank. These three things I got in its own eBay set. It's like a bridge here. This is really nice because, I don't know, it's just a bridge. I'm using this actually in another Army Men style motion where I'm using my kinetic sands. That's going to be nice. What came with that was a small transport vehicle. Kind of similar to this, probably a knockoff of kind of its design. The net comes off and there's stuff there. Yeah. Good thing that these all, fit in the, on the bridge here. This thing just barely fits in here. Yeah, it's a tank. It's got this sticker on here. I think this is a copy of the M1 Abrams tank. Not entirely sure. It's got wheels here, but it's better with stop motion because it doesn't really roll. It might as well not have wheels. It's kind of not great, but this does rotate in a good 360 degrees. What am I saying? Trust me, guys, I'm not having a stroke. Then we got this thing. This came in the same one as this one. And this is probably the best thing that was there because it's got this amazing looking tank. Except for these things here. I don't much care for those, but it's a really good tank. It's got this thing which is really solid, or pretty solid. And it's got this thing here which is I believe a machine gun. It does have wheels, but yeah, it is fine though. I much like this tank. Coming up with the Timmy stuff, we've got this regular Patton tank. I put the stars on it because, I don't know, I thought it looked better with some good color on it. Yeah, it is difficult, and I really wish they would make it able to pop this turret out on the Timmy tanks. Maybe you can, but I've not found a way. Next, we've got this thing. This thing does spin a full 360 degrees. I'm not sure. I think this is like an armored assault vehicle. This thing here, I've got this in the gray, or the tan version 2. It's put the flag on it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. This thing does pop off. Hold up, this thing's rolling down there. Sorry about the shaky cam, but this thing does pop off the tent. Here, let me pop it off here, because there's actually some seats in there. So if you had like sitting people, which I don't think Timmy makes, you could put them in there, which would be quite nice. And then we've got some, this thing came with the True Heroes figures. My third tank ever that I got. It's pretty simple. Lastly, we've got these Greenbrier tanks. Yeah, these were the first ones I ever got. Came with those Dollar Tree stuff. They're kind of not super great looking, but they were good first tanks. I quite liked them when I didn't know any better, when I didn't know that there were, good tanks like this and this out there, and actually good. Oh crap! I just hit a lamp. Actually good stuff here. So yeah, my favorite thing out of all of this is probably got to be this thing right here, because it's pretty rare to find Jeeps like that, or just regular transport vehicles. But I gotta say, this bridge here is really interesting for like making interesting landscape options and kind of providing a depth to I don't know, just the stuff. Well, anyway, I'll be back to you with my Tan Army collection. So, I've set up my Tan Army here. It is much smaller than my Green Army. This is about all the figures that I have. Oh no, there are so few figures here. I'm about to have a heart attack. Just kidding. But anyway, let's start at the beginning here. We've got these guys here. There's some Timmy knockoffs, also Greenbrier. Probably one of my favorite dudes is this headless guy. He was in my Army Men mold defects video, which is not great. I kind of hate that video. Yeah, anyway, alongside those, I also got these Airfix knockoffs. Exact same molds as the green guys. After that, I got these, the Timmy dudes right here. These are probably the biggest single group that I have. Yeah, nothing much need to be said about them. I got them alongside the green Timmy dudes. And then I got these in the True Heroes bucket. I don't think it was exactly True Heroes, but yeah. Then I got these, who were they? Sunshine International or whatever. I don't know. Five Below figures. Probably saying that company name wrong, but I think it was like something about Sunshine. I don't know. I'll have to look at the box that it came in. After that, I got these kind of really tan yellow figures here. I got them in that World War II box, which you saw the Japanese and the American World War people in. These are obviously the British. Moving on, we come to these guys, which were also the really bad mini figures, I guess, like amazing mold defects here. I think you could probably like break these in half with that fell. Break these in half with zero effort. They're really bad figures, but I actually kind of like having the quite a lot of these like Erwin Rommel looking molds. So yeah, that's nice. After that, I acquired these guys in the back. They're actually more of a pink, but I didn't really want to. I only have like 5 of them, so I didn't really want to give them the whole table to themselves, so I just threw them in here as well. Then I got these guys. These are just like the Billy V toys, but smaller and more tan. So yeah, that's all my Tan Army. I'll go to the vehicles, where I think I have about the same amount of vehicles as the Greens. Maybe a little less, but definitely a lot. It's going to fill up this table more than this. So I'm back with all the Tan Army stuff, and I think that this probably can really rivals the Green Army stuff, since they've got this AC-130 here. I got that for Christmas 2 years ago. If you saw my Army Men aerial attack, I think that was the first debut of it. So we've got 3 Timmy tanks here. I think there is another one in here, but I only use it to like balance this, since if it wasn't, it would actually lay more like this, and this thing wouldn't actually touch, or like touch evenly. So I have a tank in there, if you can see it. kind of balance everything out. Anyway, so we've got 3 Timmy tanks there. 2 Timmy fighters. Not really sure what models those are or whatever. We've got a Timmy like troop carrier. This is the same. Oh crap! This is the same with the greens. 2 Timmy jeeps. These things go down permanently. They're a part of the mold. I think this is like all one. Can't really have anyone sit down there. The steering wheel is part of it, so I definitely prefer the green ones, but these are definitely probably more high quality molds. They'll last longer, as well as these things can actually clip on to the back. You've got a clip there that you can put this on and turn it, and it'll drag behind it. So, speaking of that, we've got 2 of these cannons, as well as these 3 cannons, which I got from the Billy V Toys bucket, but yeah, those I just sometimes use for whatever army I want, since they're not really specifically tan or gray or whatever. Moving over here, we got 2 more tanks. This one from the, oh god, what was this called again? The True Heroes bucket, and this one from the bucket that was really had really trash characters, but I only liked it for the Erwin Rommel mold. That's same for these 4 things. We've got another one of these fighter jets, a boat, which I don't really know how I could ever use this, but a helicopter. This is, I think, pretty similar to the green one, and a light tank, maybe light armored vehicle. It's got treads on it, and it's got like a rotating cannon. This goes 360 degrees. Yeah, so let's take a look at that AC-130 some more. So first of all, we've got these propellers. These spin. These things can pop on and off, but Timmy's kind of hard to do that. And this thing does spin 360, but it's pretty stiff, so it's best not to do that. These things spin about that much. They don't go that far, but they do go nice up and down, so you could have them shooting around and stuff. Here you got this way that people can board. You can see the tank there. And there are no other cannons on the other side. The other side is just completely blank, I believe. And there are some wheels under here. When I'm filming, I usually grab it by under here and just hold it like this and just film like this or something to make it look like it's actually flying, since, yeah. Oh crap, stuff's falling off the table. I think it's time that I had to cut this film, but yeah, we'll be back with the Gray Army. So we've got next my 3rd largest army, the Gray Army. So this one is quite a bit smaller. I've not really used them a whole lot, although I do have plans for them somewhere. I'm not really sure what those plans are, but I'm eventually going to use them. Let's start at the beginning, I suppose, with these guys, actually. I did not get the Timmy first. These guys were part of the Billy V Toys, as well as that World War II bucket. I kind of mixed them together since they are essentially the same color. Maybe, I think the military World War II bucket was slightly better quality, but they're basically all the same. Next here, I believe I got these like silver figures in some assorted eBay lots. I've just collected them. Actually, the first figure, if I'm really thinking about this, the first figure was actually this giant dude here who I just happened to have somewhere in like that same filing like cabinet thing, whatever drawer. I just happened to have him, so he might actually be my first or second figure that I ever had. I honestly have no idea where he came from, but yeah, he's been there. Then after that, I got these guys. They came on an eBay lot. They're like these, but they're not the same color, so I didn't want to mix them, as well as they have some different molds. They've got like this guy here, and they've got this Erwin Rommel pose, whereas these guys have, instead of having like that, they have a different pose where he has binoculars instead. Then we go to the Timmy dudes here. Not much a whole lot, but they're gray. And then lastly, we have some Timmy knockoffs here. They look kind of green, but trust me, they're gray. You know, they don't have a huge color control with Timmy knockoffs. So yeah. Now let's look at some of the vehicles. So yeah, I didn't need to clear off the desk for the vehicles. There's just this much. Let's start again with the oldest stuff. These three here, they came in the Billy V Toys thing. We've got a tank here. It's a pretty nice tank, my only gray one. Not much to say there. Just a patent Timmy knockoff. We've got this truck here. It's pretty, not super great quality. It can tow those, what are they? The artillery cannons we saw in the last tan army. The ones that weren't specifically tan. I think those were meant to be for the gray dudes. We've got like a plane here. Not really sure what model this is, but yeah, we've got a plane. Next up, we have these two things, which I got in the True Heroes bin. They're not necessarily gray either, but since they're mostly gray, I decided to put them in here. You know, they've got like green camo. I don't know why, since the air isn't usually green, but okay, whatever. And then, not last, this is second to last, we've got this giant gray tank. This is actually, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It feels a lot bigger in person, like compared to a Timmy dude. Like this is how big it is. This rotates a nice 360 degrees, and there's nothing really on the bottom. So this would be like a super tank, kind of like the General Mo has. I did not think it was gonna be this big, but yeah, I'm not complaining. Then we've got this. Again, this looks green, but it's trust me, it's actually tan. Not tan, gray. Uh, this is similar to the green one that we saw. I believe this wheel does turn, this thing does pop off, although it's more rubbery, where the other one was more kind of like a really brittle plastic. This is pretty rubbery. It's a decent quality mold, and it can tow, again, those, well, I don't actually think it can, because this one has the hitch coming out. This one has an open hole for the hitch, so actually I don't think this is compatible with anything I have. But it is nice to have a gray Jeep, and I really do like that. Well, that's all there is for the gray army. Let's take a look at our final real army, and then some other stuff too. So, technically, last but actually, there was the pink army, but last but not least, we have the blue army. These guys are literally all just Timmy knockoffs. I got these guys for like $1 in a second-hand like resale store in rural Illinois. God, I cannot speak today. And yeah, it's pretty far away, and it's kind of a miracle that I came across these guys, since I don't really know that there's a whole lot of off-brand blue figures, not that any that I've seen on the market. So it's pretty interesting that I got these guys. And a key difference between these guys and like what Timmy knockoffs usually have is that these guys, their foot is actually not connected to this, and that's the main difference between these guys. But that's all there really is to the blue army. And let's get to some of the other stuff I mentioned. Or, well, alluded to. Alright, so these are the accessories I was talking about. And by the way, I forgot to mention I found my other general dude. Anyway, so we've got, let's start off over here, just various types of barbed wire that I've acquired over different sets and such. Over here, these are some tents that I got for the mini people, but they're so very small. These walls that kind of, you can push them together, make them like perpendicular to each other. Sorry, this is like really hard to do with one hand. Well, whatever, you get the idea. Same with these ones, except they've got 2 slots here for barbed wire. These are like flag bases. They just came in an eBay lot just like this. I don't really know what to do with them. These things, which you can kind of stack, but it looks pretty ugly. They're like little bunkers, sandbag positions. These ones are weird since they have 1 slot in the center. That's quite odd. Some rocks. Some have no bottom. Some have a bottom. And then these ones, which are quite interesting, they come together. These like bunkers come together See, there's holes here and holes here that come together to form a corner. So those are always nice when you're trying to fill out like a trench and stuff. Oh, and these sandbags have no back. So these are good for trenches and kind of making that, but they're not good at standing up on their own. So those are all the most of the accessories I have. We'll get to like other flags and stuff in a bit. So finishing off my Army Men collection, we have all my flags. Let's start with the smallest one here. This one came with the AC-130. It's Desert Command, and it's basically just a pole with a sticker on it, which is pretty contrary to all the rest of these. Um, Looking at these are the first flags that I got from the dollar store thing. I literally just had to tape one of them because it was falling off. These ones are the ones back there I got in the True Hero set. One's green, one's tan. These ones I got in the one really crappy Army Men set. These two I got in my, I believe. Actually, I don't know where I got those. These ones I got in the mini Army Men stuff. These ones I got in the Billy V Toys and in the Army Men bucket. Hence, Japan, America, United Kingdom, America, Germany, also America, whatever. Yeah, well, that's all my flags and all my Army Men concluded. I hope you guys all like this video. Um, if you're wondering why I haven't kind of really stopped making Army Men stuff, it's because Army Men, well, I have an Army Men thing in production, but stop motion studio is being really difficult, and that's racking up production time, and I've just got so many other projects in the works, and they're going to be coming out real soon. You'll see some other stuff. So just stick around for that, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later on Crisis Monday.